welcome to Quantum Leap Reviews. I'm your regular co-host Sean Dillon. To my virtual left, if they're dancing their way to the success, it's Freezing Inferno.
Hey!
And to my virtual right, he's dancing in the streets, it's Michael Hoovian.
Hello! I'm just reading about this new thing. I'm just reading about this new revelation about this thing called the Dalek Master Plan and how we found 2 episodes.
Mike. We indulged you on a Return to Oz tangent last week. We're getting on point. We're talking about Quantum Leap. And we're talking about a good Quantum Leap, Private Dancer. I thought this was a pretty great episode.
It's fine.
Yeah, this episode really is one of those midway through season 3 where they finally are able. We've gotten past Satan. We've gotten past the leap home. We're in the groove now. We're in the groove of series 3.
This is a no nonsense, low stakes, one life to be saved and made better Quantum Leap episode. Now I'm perfectly fine with that, and it's even got some very interesting. What's the word I'm looking for? An interesting focus and a look at an interesting person. I completely bungled that. My brain fucked me, but by God, we'll be talking about the interesting things, starting with the name Debbie Allen, which is all over this episode. Debbie Allen plays the character Jackie, the dance instructor, and she also did the dance choreography for the episode, and she also directed the episode. A very accomplished lady, Debbie Allen.
Yeah, I really do like how this woman really does form a character in the brief amount of time that we know her. That she is the dance choreographer for a dance troupe that you kind of want to sympathize with, and then you find out, and then by the end, like, she just slaps Sam, and it's like, how could you let her almost get away from me? You're the one who told her to go away. What are you talking about?
Yes, but it's nice. It's very nice, and not only that, but the episode is a major bit of representation as it focuses on a deaf character and the actress in her first role. Let me look up your name real quick. Rondi Berrialt. I hope I'm saying that correctly. She's deaf in real life, so it's a great bit of representation and the struggles and successes in life of struggling with such a thing. And
sadly, she didn't. Ultimately, her career in acting didn't go that much. She would have about 3 other roles after Quantum Leap. Most of those, one was playing Helen Keller.
Oh, well.
Yeah, she really got typecast. And
that's unfortunate.
That's the sad thing about some actors is you just get immediately typecast.
Mm. But I think she was great in this. I like that character. You're rooting for her, and that's the main thing about these Quantum Leap episodes where you're trying to help somebody's life. You want to see her succeed, and we want to see.
And to be fair, it was a lead role as Helen Keller.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. Ooh, according to IMDb, she took a sabbatical after a car accident.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
To go back to Debbie Allen for one moment, though, something really interesting. She directed this episode, but she directed one more episode of Quantum Leap. Y'all want to know what the episode was?
Lee Harvey Oswald, no.
No, but you're close, Mike, in the Oh God, Why? Revenge of the Evil Leapers.
Oh, that episode.
No.
Yeah. She also plays Joanna Chapman.
Yeah. She's the dance instructor in the episode. So, she's wearing a lot of hats. This one, but she pulls it off, both behind the camera and in front of it. She does a good job. The dancing is absolutely on point in this episode. And the dancing is a rather interesting thing as we get to the leap in, which was no doubt was a funny little cliffhanger for the previous episode, which was a Future Boy.
Yeah, oh yeah, Future Boy, which is yeah. So we go from talking to and helping a guy realize that he needed to be with his family, even though he wanted to be out and about, and he wanted to make up for all the lost years he had. We go from that to Chippendales. Like, I'm not joking. We literally jump from warm, heartwarming story to Chippendales.
That's the fun of leap-ins, baby. You never know what you're going to get next, and what we get next is Sam as a male dancer at Chippendales, and it's ladies' night, so naturally there are hordes of horny women screaming and throwing dollar bills at him and grabbing his legs and pulling him down. Al really should have been more in this.
I love how when you finally get Sam and Al talking for the first time this episode, he's like, I can't believe I've ever been degraded like that, and Al just immediately goes, I'd pay anything to be degraded like that.
The cut, the transition from the mirror shot to them is a little weird. It's a little obvious, but it's okay. It's okay, but that's the fun contrast.
Because
oh my God, there's horny women and they're pawing all over me. God, I wish I were you.
Yeah, Al in this episode really doesn't do much, but that's besides the point, because this episode really focuses on
Diana
trying to get this girl away from, as we find out, this dance club has a madam aspect to it. Yay!
Yeah. Get her out of her fate of a life of prostitution.
Yeah, and this dude, let's just say that this woman, this madam, is a cold individual.
Which is funny because the actress, I'll get her name up here again. It's Heidi Swidberg. She's instantly recognizable to me because she's George Costanza's fiance on Seinfeld. If you know anything about Seinfeld, you know what happened to her. Oh God. But she's a minor role, but it's part of the impetus in the second act to the stakes and whatnot. But I love the vibes in the first couple minutes here. Just we're playing disco. It's 1979. The girls are dancing. The tunes are playing. Scott Bakula's dancing. He can fucking move. Debbie Allen taught him well. Holy shit.
Well, no, because he was a theater actor, so of course he would know moves
Sondheim.
on his own.
Okay.
Yeah, like he did Sondheim.
All right, I don't know shit about theater, so that's my ignorance again. But either way, Scott Bakula got the moves.
Well, yeah, and then if we ever get the episode Catch a Falling Star, the man can sing.
Oh, well, we know that.
Wait, I forget. Is Catch a Falling Star the one with the man from La Mancha?
Yes.
Yes.
One of the best episodes of the show.
Fun.
It's really fun. We did Mike and I did it as a gag podcast for Doctor Who Reviews April Fools, but we will do it again one day on this.
Yes, and it is amazing.
Oh, it's one of the best episodes of the show. To dream the impossible dream, etc., etc. So Sam is a Rod the Bod, a male dancer at this club.
Who used to be a football player, but then everything fell sideways for him, and he became a male dancer.
Yeah, we're not here to fix his life, not really, but I guess I guess he had an okay gig of it in the end. We're not really here to, but we're not focused on him. We're focused on Diana, the new waitress at the bar who just so happens to be deaf. Let's not all chime in at once here.
You got me listening to Man of La Mancha. I'm pulling myself away.
We're being professional here, Michael. You can't just pull up a song in the middle of the podcast.
You got
To dream the impossible. Dream.
Do you guys see what I have to work with here? You at home?
Okay, John Cleese. Mike doesn't know the implications of that joke.
I don't know the implications of that joke, but I don't know if I like him.
John Cleese has made himself a horrid person, even in outside of movies and television.
Okay, but the actual implications of the joke is that in the Muppet Show, John Cleese guest stars in an episode where he is tied up, does not want to be on the Muppet Show, and is being forced to be on the Muppet Show.
Okay, that's
the
good.
finale is that they want John Cleese to sing "To Dream the Impossible Dream."
Oh my god!
but like, see, we talk about tangents on this episode, but we're doing tangents in here, but mainly this is a story. But yeah, the main crutch of this episode is very simple to understand. This is a girl who ran away from her life to start a new life somewhere else, and now Sam has to come in and make sure that she has a place to find her own before she falls apart. So this is the story of trying to help her find her place.
I love it. I do love. He's a little persistent when he's like, "Oh, let me walk you home." No, let me walk you home. No.
You could say that she's just a small town girl living in a lonely world, so she took the midnight train going anywhere.
Oh god, I do love. Well, once she does warm up to him, I do love their little walk by night, where they go get hot dogs and they talk, and it's just really sweet.
Train to Mondovì.
Michael, turn off the music and podcast about the show.
It's a good. Problem is that it's a good episode, but is there much to talk about with this one? I mean, other than the big thing to talk about this one, which we are sidestepping for now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So the director of this episode, in the episode, I should note, has AIDS.
Oh.
Yeah, her character has AIDS.
Well, no, her character will have AIDS if she continues down the life of her path. Basically, this whole thing is this is the first episode that has to deal with the character with AIDS. And that is the fact of if she continues down this path, she will die of AIDS. That is her end. Her end is to die alone with a terrible disease at the end. So that's what's staring her in the face. That's what's staring Sam on in the face. Is this girl will die alone with prostitution in the realms of prostitution, and die nearly only 6 years later from AIDS.
Which, if we're being honest, is kind of fucked in terms of politics. Like how we treat sex work in media is this is the death nail for this character. If she goes into sex work, she will die. Which, fair, it's a very dangerous work, but at the same time, I mean, it feels like there's some contempt for the position that a lot of people really want the job to exist of, can I have sex for a paycheck?
Yeah, there's a lot of nuance that goes into this beyond just, oh no, it's exploitative and bad and you'll be ruining your life if you do this.
It's
it's more she's doing it, and again, there's nuance here. she's doing it out of desperation and not real choice.
Yeah, because to her, she wants to dance. Like, that's what she wants, is she wants to dance. And that's, again, why I want to just shake the freaking director going, you told her to go away! Why are you all of a sudden trying to be the morally superior one? What?
You mean Valerie. I thought you were talking about the actual director of the episode. Okay.
Yeah, Valerie. Like, you want to just shake Valerie, being like, why? You're the one who told her to get the fuck away.
Mm-hmm. But you can tell, there's that bit with Sam where it's like, she's like, I don't regret what I do. But Sam is like, okay, but that's fair enough. But if you could go back in time, would you do it again? And then he leaves, and she's like, why do I get the nice guys? Sort of implying that the answer would be yes.
Armor? Yeah. So why don't I get the knight in shining armor?
Mm. But I do really like Diana as a character. You just get a sense of her when Sam walks her home and she walks up to her door and they say goodnight. She gives him a little kiss. He walks away. And then she walks right back out the door and slips into a broken down VW van, and just that's where she lives, in a decrepit old van, and just looks up. Just looks up at like the Empire State Building, dreaming the impossible dream. No shit! No, I'm doing it.
Yeah, well, I suppose it could be worse living in a van. I mean, as long as you have 4 other friends and a dog with you.
Yeah. Goodness.
Diane, it's Vilma in the new Scooby-Doo Adventures.
Diana would be a Daphne, and you know
it. Well, this is the era where Daphne was the sole main character other than Scooby-Doo and Shaggy. Unless this is late 80s, in which case they're all kids.
This is 79, so.
Okay, then this would be they've discarded every single character except for Scooby, Shaggy, and Scrappy, and add a bunch of horrible, awful side characters who are related to Scooby-Doo, and I want to die screaming.
Sean has incredible opinions about Scooby-Doo franchise.
You leave Flim Flam alone. You leave Flim Flam alone.
No, I'm not talking Flim Flam. Flim Flam is when they bring Daphne back. That's 80s. I'm talking Scooby-Dum.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I want to like the 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo more than I do. But that's besides the point. I just really like this episode. I really like the character of Diana. I really like the representation that was offered.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a small episode, mainly because it's just, you can only rehash so much of trying to tell this episode, because this episode really is that tightly connected. It is a story about a girl who needs some help, and Sam is there to help her find her place.
Well, we can talk about some more flourishes, like the direction on the dancing. That first scene where you just see her, where it's just a bunch of shots of her turning on the stereo and turning up the bass, so she can feel the vibrations and know how to dance. I really like that. And the dance scene where she's practicing with Sam is also lovely.
God, that ending dancing moment
the ending dance is also great. Yeah. We'll
when she's all alone on the floor. Yeah, when she's all alone on the floor and all the dancing girls are in awe, and then you have Valerie runs up and it's like, "I'm sorry, can you ever forgive me?"
You mean Joanna?
Yeah.
You're mixing up the 3 female characters. Diana's the deaf girl, Valerie's the boudoir lady, and Joanna's the dance instructor.
Yeah, yes, that's what I mean. Joanne and Diane. So you have Joanne running up to Diane and
originally Joanna was supposed to be named Alana, according to Beyond the Mirror Image. So that's something.
Yeah, so you literally have her going, can you ever forgive me? And she's like, yes. And so
Yeah.
she finds her place.
Yeah, but well, we didn't really talk about the low second point act where she fails the audition. But the only reason she fails the audition is because so the only way she can understand is by lip reading. And as Joanna is giving her instructions, when there's key instructions, she turns, so she can't read her lips, she can't see the thing. And when Sam explains she's deaf, it's like, "Oh, you're a good dancer, but I can't slow down and accommodate you like that. So I'm sorry." Which gets refuted at the end when she realizes how good a dancer she is when she moves to her own rhythm and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But we gotta have a low point second act. That's the dramatic structure that we must follow.
Yeah, so she fails the audition. Her home gets towed away.
Mm-hmm.
Her life basically falls apart, and so she goes to the boudoir lady. She goes to Valerie and is like, "Do you have a job?" And the lady looks side to side and goes, "There's someone waiting."
You can go on a date. Just
like,
give him a little fun. Yeah, which, that's the first step towards her fate, which, yeah, I mean, like Sean said, sex work is valid work. So you can add a sprinkle of the past as a mistake. It's very good on the representation of the deaf lady, but a little sprinkle of the past is a mistake. This interesting confrontation with Sam and the jerk in the hotel, where he just barges in, convinces her not to make this mistake, and almost gets thrown out by security, but she stands up for him because, yay, the dramatic structure.
Yay! I hate the dude. In the hotel room. Yeah,
there are worse scumbags on Quantum Leap.
Ladies and gentlemen, Burt Glasserman. Wait,
yeah. Burt Glasserman, I think you mean Dr. Jacoby.
Yeah, there are a lot of scumbags on Quantum Leap. And
oh yeah,
sadly
we almost had a Quantum Leap scumbag alert. In fact, I think I did make a Quantum Leap scumbag alert button one time.
You did. We're trying to find it. That's
I don't know. Fucking... You know what? You want to do detours? Let's see. Oh, there it is. Last modified. Oh wow. Yeah. Last modified March 30th, 2025.
Yeah, so you used it. Yeah, we used it. I think you used it out of.
Yeah, we were talking about somebody. I don't know who the fuck we were talking about.
Yeah.
About
Quantum Leap scumbag alert.
Yeah.
Quantum Leap scumbag alert.
Quantum scumbag alert. Quantum scumbag alert. Can you believe we've been doing this podcast for a year?
Well, we're almost on episode 25 too.
I mean,
we're almost on episode 25 too.
Yeah, I think we lost a couple months to Doctor Who.
Yeah.
But that's not coming back.
Dead forever! That's not coming back, ironically, as literally 60-year-old episodes come back.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But yeah, we've been doing this now for a calendar year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's give ourselves a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give a round of applause.
We've been doing this for a calendar year, and sometimes we even talk about Quantum Leap when we do it.
Yeah.
Mostly we talk about Quantum Leap.
Mostly, yes.
Yeah. Also looking up, this was pre-Twin Peaks. Like, this was the role he did before the pilot.
Oh, yeah. Well.
He was also on other roles he had include a deleted scene from Fire Walk with Me. He a big character in Babylon 5.
Oh.
A minor character in Django Unchained, and his for now last role, Dr. Montague in the television show The Haunting of Hill House.
Oh God!
Oh my God! Well, that's a throwback. because he was in the Haunting movie directed by Robert Wise.
He was also he played Luke in that. He was also Riff in West Side Story.
Oh wow, going right back to the dancing and musicals. Yeah,
but yeah, in just a way to tie this up, in just a way to tie us up to probably our shortest podcast that we've ever done. But in a way, to tie us up to the end, I really enjoyed this episode. But like Sean said, it's very much this is your instance of television where we're now back to basics after all the plot lines of the beginning of season 3, and we're now trying to work our way to the big finale of season 3. So we're on our way now to the big bombastic thing that is shock theater.
Jimmy needs shock. Jimmy needs shock.
Thing with the serialized television of 25 plus episodes, occasionally there are quote unquote called rather derisively filler episodes that don't necessarily build up the major plot lines, but still act as just showing a status quo. This is very much a status quo episode of this is what normal Quantum Leap is like.
I would bristle at calling it, filler, and that
again, this is the derisive term that people use who are very into the streaming model, as it were, where there's only 8 episodes of a show per year.
Quantum Leap is not the story arc heavy show that you would think that moniker would imply. It very much is. The charm of it is episodes like this that are small and intimate and just helping an ordinary person get a better life.
This one honestly was just fine for me, but I respect that it exists.
Good, that's fair. I enjoyed it. I really like the dancing in it. Debbie Allen's choreography is well, and she directs it with this sense of poise and grace. From the energetic dancing at the club to the more intimate ones with Sam and Diana dancing, to the audition, which is upbeat and it's got that cool disco funky thing going on. I'm not sure the song off the top of my head, but it's good. To the final dance, which we didn't really talk about, but the final dance, the solo from Diana, is a thing of fucking beauty. Just, it's delightful, and I think it's a lovely little story about helping this girl to put right what once went wrong, and it has good representation, and I enjoyed it. I like these simple. This is the kind of shit. I'm gonna reiterate it again. This is my origin story for how I got into Quantum Leap, and it does deal with what we were saying before about the story heavy arc streaming model. I was driven to Quantum Leap after everything else I loved seemed to get lore and macrocosmic obsessed. I'm talking like Chibnall era, watching season 4 Enterprise. Just, I had to go to something. I had to touch grass, or I was going to go fucking insane. And Quantum Leap was my touching grass moment.
Yeah, you were at the point where if you had not seen Quantum Leap, you would have turned into the irate gamer. So you see,
everything is bad, and this is why. But I'm not that. I mellowed out, and Quantum Leap helped me mellow out. And it was episodes like this that did it. No lore, no big story arcs, no heavy stakes. One girl, one life. Do the right thing.
And then the sequel series happened, and then oh dear God.
Okay, I still like the 2022 series. It is more story arc heavy, but it's a different flavor, and it doesn't go up its own ass. It tells its own story, mostly.
Yeah,
I mean, it does have legacy sequel characters like Janice.
In season 1. In season 1.
Yeah. But that's besides the point.
But yeah, like but yeah, in this episode, it really is that, and it's even hard to rate this episode. I'm gonna state this for the record. You can't rate episodes like this because they're not filler. This isn't a quote unquote filler episode. This is a life that Sam has made right.
Yeah. This is Quantum Leap is not a show where you call the dud episodes when nothing big happens filler. This is another Quantum Leap episode. Quantum Leap is almost a procedural in a lot of ways, just a very varied one. But I greatly enjoyed this. I think you can rate it. I would rate it a little higher on the scale. You know, if I had to give it a rating, and I'm going to phrase this very carefully, it'd be like a 6 or a 7. You see how
7.5. 7.5.
Yeah. It's nice.
Yeah, if we're gonna go with that, 7.5.
Right. Well, anything else on Private Dancer?
No, not that I can think of. As I get the wheel ready.
Oh God, here we go again.
Oh boy.
What new spore of madness have you unleashed upon us?
I just want to talk about Quantum Leap that doesn't make me want to scream into my pillow. That's all I want from the wheel.
Are we ready, ladies and gentlemen?
Hit that button.
Because this, by the way, is my birthday spin.
You already got your birthday present.
I know, I already got my birthday present, but this would be my birthday spin because on the 22nd I get 1 year older. So, wheel, what do you have in mind for us as I click it and spin?
Okay, here we go. New rule, if it's odd as shit, we skip.
That seems fair. Mike.
Compose yourself and say what it is.
Next time on Quantum Leap Reviews, I do not have to do anything. Sean does not have to do anything.
Oh no.
Espresso here relives, as he mentioned before earlier on the podcast about Enterprise Season 4.
Oh no.
As he sits down to tell us about his rewatching of a lovely story called In a Mirror Darkly.
This is what happens when you historicize. You get fucked in the ass by the wheel.
Well, no better way to confront my demons about my origin story than to go back to the fucking source!
I'll watch it with you because I have to watch the first part of it for the book.
Oh boy. Oh, you're a brave soldier, Sean. Well, actually, I can't remember if the first part is as bad or if the second part. The second part has a lot of the bullshit that made me go, oh, what the fuck. The second part is the part where they dress up in the 60s jumpsuits and Scott Bakula fights a Gorn for no fucking reason.
Guest next time.
Yeah. We're also having a special guest next time.
Oh, are you dragging? You're gonna get Lena in on this?
Yep. First Sunday of April. First weekend of April.
Yeah. Well, we'll figure out the timing. Oh well. It's a tangent, but you know what? It has Scott Bakula in it, and it ties into my origin story. So I don't feel so bad. I feel pretty bad about having to watch 90 minutes of insipid Drax.
See, this is what happens. This is what happens when you proselytize on the wheel. The wheel then goes no.
And once again, the wheel denies us a Sean Pitt has to do something. He deserves his turn. He deserves his turn. But oh well. So next time on Quantum Leap Reviews, I will discuss the Enterprise Season 4 two-parter In a Mirror Darkly. But yeah, that's gonna be a doozy. I actually have been cooking my rant in my head for a little while about that because to understand why I hate that, you had to understand my journey with Enterprise as a whole. So look forward to that. But until then, you can find us lovely people on Bluesky, at Freezing Inferno, at DeathChrist2000, at Michael Hoovian. I am streaming on Twitch Mondays and Thursdays. Twitch.tv/Freezing Inferno. The highlights are also here on this channel. Mike, what have you been up to?
I haven't been doing up to much because I'm doing a little bit of a break. But if you want to find out what I have been doing up until now, I have a blog, Michael Hoovian Thoughts, at blogspot.com. I have a letterbox at Michael Hoovian. And I have been, basically, if you want to go find out what I've been writing, go to those two places. I'm taking a little bit of a break right now, which is okay because for the first 2 months I just was writing consistently, and yeah, my brain finally decided no, you're resting, you're done. Yeah, so yeah, I can't even figure out what game to play. That's how big of a funk I'm in at the moment. But that's besides the point.
Yeah.
Sean, what have you been up to?
I am currently working on a series of books about Star Trek. Like the first of which will be coming out later this year, which is basically just a sample player of all of Star Trek, including one essay on In the Mirror Darkly, only part 1. You fuckers don't get part 2.
What's wrong with part 2? What's wrong with part 2?
Wait 3 weeks and I'll tell you, Michael. Anything else, Sean?
This is good.
I'm also working on a book about media criticism and the rise of fascism. And I'm working on articles for The Beat. Additionally, next month we are going to be recording a new podcast on Madoka Magica.
Ooh, that's happening next month, finally. Goody.
Yep. We are starting with the beginning of Madoka Magica rather than doing side trips. The side trips will be our hiatus periods between in shows and movies.
Yes.
Which is to say, the lead into Rebellion is Sailor Moon and Revolutionary Girl Utena.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, Rebellion goes hard.
Yeah. I'm wondering if I should swap the first one I have for Utena in favor of one of the more comedic ones from that arc.
Nanami's egg?
No, first arc. So, surf elephants.
Okay, yeah.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm making them sit through surf elephants.
Oh, delightful. Oh, goodness. Any other things, Sean?
Again, I'm mostly writing for The Beats. I have a massive 25,000 word article on ranking every single crossover between Marvel and DC. It turns out that there's a shit ton of them.
And most of them are mid.
Yeah.
Godspeed there.
Mike, did I share that with you, or?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And, no, you shared it with me, and it's a really interesting read, and it really needs to get out there when it's out there. Well, it really does. It's really
looking
good.
forward to your words getting out there. So, if there's nothing else, shall we say a good night?
I still can't believe that actually happened.
Well, we're getting it out of the fucking way. Once I do it, I don't have to do it ever again. I will face my inner demons. I will face myself. It's been 7 years. It has been 7 years since I watched that. So, no, 7? No, it's no.
Yep.
No, wait, it hasn't been 7. Fucking, because I started watching Quantum Leap. When that? Yeah, no, it has. Because I watched Enterprise 2019. Then the Chibnall era ground me to fucking dust, and that's what made me go, no, fuck it. I need to touch grass. Quantum Leap 2022.
Yeah. 2019 was To Boldly Step Forward.
Yeah. To Boldly Step Forward was 2019. Yes. Okay. Fiddling out my own internal chronology of blog projects.
And remember, this man is now currently watching The Simpsons.
The Simpsons is delightful. I just started season 4 today.
Yeah, you're going to episode. Well, you're going to what? Season 14?
12.
Oh, so you're. Oh, okay.
So,
you're
are
gonna
you doing the
stop
movie or not?
We'll see how I feel when I get season 12 done. But regardless, you can go to FresnoSurveyOnTheBossBot.com to see any of that. And I will say goodnight to you all. Thank you very much for watching our little discussion on Private Dancer. And we'll see you next time for another tangent as I face myself, my inner demons, and the macrocosmic shadow of lore in Star Trek Enterprise in a Mirror Darkly. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.